Sul fina Fredeshe the Sims. When last we left off, Dave here got a dog and called him Dog. And now we're going to focus on Samuel, who fell asleep in his bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. He's going to be up actually quite bright and early, but we're going to be changing a few things around in his home. Getting rid of this sofa here, this television, and everything computer related, and even the bookshelf. And we're going to be moving everything here and getting rid of the rather rubbish oven that he has here. The main reason being is we're going to be improving quite a few things in his home. Starting here by getting a much better oven. An oven that costs at least twice as much, but is very good indeed. Hunger 7 as opposed to Hunger 5. Trust me, those 2 points of hunger are going to make a huge difference. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to be adding another bit of a counter here, so that if he ever has to serve food, he'll be able to put it there rather than on the dishwasher. And also, we're not going to be using that coffee machine whatsoever. We're also going to be getting a slightly better bookshelf. It is quite a bit more expensive, 910 as opposed to 500, but that extra point of fun will make all the difference. We're also going to be buying a much better sofa. Currently we'll be using a Comfort 5 Energy 4 one. We're going to be upgrading to a Comfort 8 Energy 4 Room 2 sofa. The Luxuraire Love Seat. Exciting design requires some risk-taking, says SimCity designer Yoko Onasis. SimCity designers are striving for an international yet regional look, but we don't equate sophistication with making sense. While some Sims may be opposed to a lambskin leather, most find the white, creamy surfaces deliciously decadent and inviting. And we most certainly like the large amount of comfort that is provided by that sofa there. So I think that's pretty much all we need to do right now, apart from move this rug a little bit over here. There we go. Much better. And now I think we can carry on. All we need to do is get Samuel here in a good mood when he goes to work. And he's going to gain energy rather quickly. The main problem is he's going to gain it a little bit too quickly, and then it will be too early in the day when he gets up. But that's okay, because I'm sure we'll be absolutely fine. It's bright and early, but a little too early for Samuel here. There we go. The newspaper and the flyer have arrived, and now we are up at 10:30 in the morning. Let's go and make lunch, shall we? We've completely skipped breakfast for some reason, even though it's only 10:30 in the morning. There we go. And he'll do that little bit better at making a decent meal, now that he has a much better oven here. A far better oven. It goes with the design of the trash compactor, and with the better dishwasher. There we go, 10 simoleons on food. And he's going to process all of that by just nope, I thought he was just going to do it by looking at it, but he did actually put some of it in there. Let's see what he does now. Ouch. Nope, he's still actually burning himself when he's cooking food. 3 cooking isn't enough, but I'm sure eventually he'll get much better at it. We're now going to see the difference that having those extra points of hunger game there will make on the food he's about to eat. There we go, let's just have him take a few bites. And the answer is that the food is most certainly very, very filling. I mean, look at how much it's improving his hunger stat. There we go. That is much better. In fact, it's nearly maximum. Nearly, but not quite. We're going to need to improve, say, the fridge and maybe a few other things before we can get that to maximum. But we do really need him to go to the toilet. But we're going to, let's do that now, actually. I was thinking of having him take a shower first, but indeed the toilet is a good idea. I don't think it's... Oh, it is low enough that he's going to complain about it. If it gets really low, he'll actually run to the toilet. But he's not going to run right now. There are 2 things you can do with this mirror, by the way. You can improve your charisma, and you can also brush your teeth for a tiny bit of hygiene increase. But we're just going to take a shower here, and then we're going to read, and then I imagine we're actually going to go and talk to someone, because the social stat is going down quite a bit, and that one can be very detrimental to your good mood. There we go. We'll just have him wash his hands, and then go to the shower very quickly. And then he really needs to read something and have some fun. Then again, he could also gain some fun by, actually, let's have him just read a book, because there his comfort stat won't stay as high. I could have bought some better dining chairs, but they're rather expensive, the really good ones. There we go. We'll get him a slightly better book. It is still the same appearance of book, but his fun should go up really, really quickly. Well, eventually it'll go up. We'll just fast forward time a little bit here. There we go. And rocket up it indeed does. A few hours will do wonders for his fun. And the carpool for Samuel will arrive in about an hour. Unfortunately, he didn't get much of an opportunity to improve his social, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to just recycle and then recycle that. We might as well also water the plants as well. Unfortunately, the room stat outside leaves a little bit to be desired. There we go. That is gone. And I think you really should take that over there rather than in here. There we go. Much better. You have just enough time to water those plants and then go to work. And the car... Oh, wait, you actually only did one of them. But that's okay. We'll do the other one when you get back. I'll put it as the first thing that you need to do. I don't think we're going to get promoted with that kind of mood. We're really going to have to work on that social there. The social is really what's holding us back, so to speak. But we did get promoted indeed to a hacker. Answering to the world was for the birds, so causing trouble on your own time has all the advantages you've been seeking. Keep your mind sharp so you can infiltrate government databases and eventually hone your skills to go after those international banks. You work from 12 until 9. That is a long day, starting immediately. You brought home 240 simoleons today and got a bonus of 480. And I think, I was about to say, that's it going, I think. I don't think he's going to work right away, because, it's 2 in the morning. There you go. You want to just, sort these out, and then go and do what you need to do. His hunger leaves a little bit to be desired, and social he's really not going to be able to solve at, 2 in the morning. I don't think he's going to be able to solve it anyway. We could have him, make a quick breakfast. Why not, eh? I've no idea what he was about to go and do. What were you about to... Ah, you were about to go and clean that up over there. You'll do that, I think, before you go to bed. There we go. Go and get a midnight snack, Samuel. I think you've earned it by being promoted. There we go. He's going to skip the food processor stage in the cooking a quick breakfast. And there we go. Excellent. It looks about as appetizing as... Well, it really doesn't look appetizing at all. Looks about as appetizing as a midnight snack would be at 3 in the morning that you've just put in the oven from the fridge. It does fill up quite a bit of hunger, though. Brilliant. And you want to get rid of that plate, and then go and deal with this over here. I think that was probably caused by a pet, or a pet-to-be, maybe. I don't know if you can actually get the stray animals to become your pets. I don't think it's possible. Alright, you just get rid of that there, and I think you going to sleep would be a very, very good idea. Off you go! All the way to your bed. That's all the way over here. Considering this is one of the cheapest lots you can get, it's actually very reasonably sized. You can get a really, really big house on this lot. Let's hope that the phone doesn't ring. You can put the phone in here and it'll wake up the sim whenever it goes off, but I prefer to keep it separate. And he's up bright and early at 10:30 in the morning, and apparently he's going to go and clean something up. Ah, there's something over there now you need to go and clean up. You could have put on some shoes at the very least, Samuel, but I suppose you are going out now. There's nobody here. Nobody will notice, well, apart from Dave, who's just across the road, but I'm sure he isn't paying attention. There you go, and that is now nice and clean. We only really need to have you get a quick lunch, I think. A quick lunch, and then that, and then this, and then that, I suppose. There we go. You just get on with those selections of tasks, the normal things that I tend to get a sim to do in the morning, which is eat food, use the toilet, have a shower, and sort out any other random things, and then his fun stat. We're really going to have to work on that social, though. Otherwise, he's got no chance of getting promoted, but he really doesn't have much of a chance right now anyway, because he needs 1 more mechanical, 2 more logic, and 2 family friends. The note there is family friends. If there were more than 1 person in this family, he wouldn't have to be friends with both of them. As long as the family had 2 family friends, which is noted here, we'd be able to give Samuel a good chance of being promoted. Right now, he's kind of stuck until he makes some friends, which really does tie in with him needing to improve his social skills. Alright, you just go over there, and then go over here. We're going to be able to get a better shower and a better toilet eventually. Right now, we really don't have the money to invest in that. just in case things go horribly wrong. That's why I have all these spare simoleons. We could actually have Samuel skip work. That is something he could do. It doesn't really have a huge drawback if you skip work once. You could skip work... Oh, he actually made a mess there. We're going to have to deal with that. But you can skip work once and then the game warns you that if you do it again you'll get fired. If you skip work again, you will be fired and you will lose your job and you'll have to go and get another one. Starting all the way from the beginning. There we go, you just clean that up there and then you could work on reading a book. Right. It will take a little while to improve that fun stat, but comfort, as you can see there, rocketed straight up. What we want to do is we want to ring somebody. Let's call a neighbour, shall we? We want to go and say hello and make friends. I'm sure Samuel will be great at this. We can only really call 2 people, and I think Mortimer is at work right now. We could invite her over, or we could invite her to talk, or we could invite her to go somewhere, like for instance downtown. Right now I think we want to invite her over. Talking adds just a little bit of social and a bit of relationship plus. Why don't you come over and say hello? I don't have the television anymore. And count me out. Oh, it would seem like Bella does not want to say hi. Can we just have a conversation then? I'll settle for a conversation. There we go. We want to just talk. There we go. We could have just talked afterwards, but I suppose we have to ring again. Hello. How are you? Let's talk about, what is that conversation topic? I think that conversation topic is, okay, that did not end well whatsoever. But at least it helped a little. Social has gone up a little, and relationship has also gone up. Let's actually call again and have another conversation. I don't know how many times you could do this before they get annoyed, but it's worth a try. Hello, how are you? You interrupted my TV show. Call me back in a few hours. It would seem like we have made her angry. Also, we could just say hello to you. Let's go and say hello to you, shall we? Sometimes people will just walk by and that's a good opportunity to say hello and get to know new people. Hello, how are you? I hope you weren't doing anything important because we're going to be talking to you for quite a bit. For instance, we're going to be talking about absolutely anything. There we go. Conversation is about parties, which is really good, because everyone likes parties for some reason. There we go. You'll notice that Samuel will gain social quite quickly because he's not a very social creature. Therefore, when he does talk to people, social goes up very, very quickly indeed. Also, the conversation about birthday cakes seems to be a universal one here. It's like, let's talk about cakes and balloons. Maybe it's a subtle hint that we should be hosting a party at some point, but we're not really going to be doing that at all. We could also start bragging and complimenting, but we're going to have a conversation about interests right now. It's a good, reliable way to gain a little bit of, also this is Tiffany Burb of the Burb family, and also that is not a good conversation topic whatsoever. We could talk about dogs for some reason. Do you like dogs? It would seem like she does not like talking about dogs whatsoever. Nope, not even slightly. We could compliment, but I think talking about interests might be a better idea. There we go! The conversation is once more about cakes and parties, which is brilliant. Everyone here can talk about balloons. For some reason, everyone loves balloons. Hello, dog called Chair. What are you doing? I think you're waiting to be begged, along with everyone else. Is that Dog? I'm actually going to see what dog that is. That is Dog! Hello, Dog! How are you? I didn't know that the other dogs in the neighborhood would come around. It's Dave's dog, probably coming to urinate all over the grass, I wager. I can imagine Dave sending him over and just being like, hey, you know what you could do? You could totally just urinate everywhere. And now we're going to be talking about food, which is a good conversation topic. Also, there are a lot of dogs over here. A lot of dogs indeed. We're going to ignore all of them. They will just keep popping up eventually, unfortunately. You can see that one of them's already appeared, and another one, and I think another one will appear too. But fortunately, we've done a very good job in improving our social. Our hunger and energy really aren't doing that well, but we don't really need to turn up with a particularly good mood. We just need to keep this very high. The advantage as well is that we're slowly improving our relationship here with Tiffany. We could actually compliment here. I think that's a good idea. We shall say that we admire them. You are a pretty awesome person. And she'd like to hear that. It's a good way of improving your, it's a very good way of improving social, actually, as well. Just constantly complimenting people. Also, I remember that dialogue with the Simlish there quite well. Also, I think we'll do that again. If it works, just do it again. There we go. And now we have, I think, it's going to be, yep, 32 there. And social is nearly at maximum. We're nearly done. We'll just have a few more compliments here. And then... Oh, no, that did not work. She is not interested in compliments anymore. I think she wants to go now. So we're just going to... we're going to wave and say goodbye. Or she's just going to walk away. Hello, dog. You most certainly are putting a lot of effort into begging here. A lot of effort indeed. Goodbye. I hope I haven't distracted you from anything you were really desperately wanting to do. And we have managed to improve our, we managed to improve quite a few things there. Social is the most important thing. I think reading a book for the remaining hours that you have here... Hello, dog! Are you trying to distract Samuel? That is very cunning, but it won't work, I'm afraid. Samuel has things he needs to do, like read a book before he goes to work. I was tempted to have him skip work, but we might as well have him go. After all, 240 simoleons is nothing to shake your head at. It will slowly pay for better things as we move up in the world. I really want to save up for a better shower, most certainly. We can't really get a much better bed. We could actually have him have a little nap, but really having a quick dinner might make the, it'll certainly help, because his hunger will go up significantly. There we go. And by up, I mean the gauge will fill rather than him getting more hungry. We do want to work on some more cooking at some point, and some more mechanical. The chase for getting a good career pretty much is a skill and friends chase, and also the mood situation, but you don't really need to focus on that until, as I said before, until you have everything you need to get promoted. The carpool will arrive in about an hour, and unfortunately, he's going to be rather tired. Very tired indeed for a 9-hour shift. It is a very long work day. Or should I say a work night, because he's starting at midnight. Midnight is a very, very late time to go and work. I think there are other jobs. Ooh, we also have bills that we need to pay. We'll do that when we get back. Alright, we'll just wait for this carpool here. It's still a pretty rubbish car, unfortunately. It will get better eventually. And off we go. You'd think, by the way, that a hacker would need a computer at home, but no, apparently he has one wherever he works. You'd also think he'd work at home, but no, no job lets you work at home, unless you use a non-job method of getting income, like, for instance, making paintings or making gnomes. And we did pretty well at our job, I think. Yep, it's good right now. I think it's time that we pay the bills. What is in here? Indeed, the only thing we ever get are bills, and we're going to be paying them right now. Hopefully they aren't too significant. I think they might be a little bit more. How much more? 266 is absolutely fine. There we go. Pick them up, and then pick them up again, and take them over here where they'll magically go away and get paid. I wonder how he does just magically get them paid like that. And there we go. The bills have been sorted. We're going to have to recycle this here and recycle that there, and just get rid of this and that. Just getting rid of everything's probably a very good idea. Off you go! We're going to be sleeping in a little bit. Unfortunately, this job is really bad for actually talking to people, because you don't get that much time to. You'll also notice that our relationship here with Tiffany has already gone down a bit to 23. However, we do have a long-term relationship here of 2. And 2 isn't the worst you can have. Let's actually have Samuel get some sleep. He most certainly needs it. There we go. And so he's tried to make a friend. And it didn't go very well. I imagine it would go better for Dave. Also, I think there are them that we're going to need to deal with later. But that is for next time. For when we come back... Oh, wait, he's already up at 5 o'clock. Well, maybe we'll go and deal with these now. There we go. Also, there are apparently some flies just flying around for some reason. I've no idea what they're doing, but we'll get rid of these bugs here. And then, when we come back, folks, we'll go and see what Samuel needs to do. But that will be after Dave's had his time to shine. Will he be able to juggle a job and a dog? Well, try not to juggle dogs. It's a really bad idea. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Dag dag.